Hello everyone. Myself Miss NEHA PRAKASH from FY Computer Science studying Gokte Joglekar College, Ratnagiri. In this video, we will study about BSD and its type. BSD. BSD is based on Barkely software distribution. It is a Unix operating system which is developed by the Computer System Research Group CSRG of the University of California from the 1977 to 1995. BSD is a branch of the family of Unix-like operating system. In the 1980s, it was adopted by the traders of workstation class system in the form of proprietary Unix variants like Sun Microsystem, Sun OS. When these proprietary BSD derivatives were integrated by the Unix system and it released 4 and OSF or 1 system in 1990s. Both are integrated BSD code and are on the base of other modern Unix system. BSD is used to server like web server and email server. Example of BSD are FreeBSD, OpenBSD, NetBSD, Darwin and PCBSD. In change, it have been integrated in complete or in part on modern proprietary operating system. Example, TCP or IP network code in the Windows NT 3.1. Now we will see types of BSD. 386 BSD. It is first Intel implementation. Second type is FreeBSD. It is continuation of BSD for Intel architecture. Third type is NetBSD. It is run on most platforms. And last type is OpenBSD. It is focused on security. Now we will see version of BSD. The first version of BSD is 1 BSD, second 2 BSD, third 3 BSD and fourth one is 4 BSD. In 4 BSD, there were many installations inside the base system run like 4.1 BSD, 4.2 BSD, 4.3 BSD and 4.4 BSD. Now we will see 1 BSD. In the 1970s, Unix from Bell Labs insert the source code to operating system and allowing to the researchers at universities to change and enhance Unix. In 1974, on the request of computer science professor Bob Fabry, the operating system took place at Barkely and Unix was first granted. Now we will see 2BSD. 2BSD released in May 1979. In that year, it included updated version of the 1BSD. It also adds two new programs by Joy that persist on Unix system. Two programs are a visual version of 6 that is text editor and second is the C shell. Joy sent out the 75 copies of 2BSD. The next feature was networking package called as BACnet. The BACnet was developed by Eric Schmidt. This was the part of his master thesis work. 3BSD. After 3BSD, the VAX computer came out. A VAX computer was installed at Barkely in 1978. The VAX architecture did not take advantage of the VAX virtual memory capabilities. 2BSD utilities to the VAX and the utilities from 32 volt were released at 3BSD at the end of 1979. The success of 3BSD was a big aspect in the Defense Advanced Research Project Agency DARPA. Now 4BSD. It is a last version of BSD. In 1980s, 4BSD extend a lots of improvement over 3BSD. In 1985, revision of BSD released 4BSD operating system which is a choice for VAX. In the previous version, it released the Deliver Mail, Reliable Signal and the Curses programming library. Many organizations would buy a 32 volt license and order 4BSD from Barkely. There were many installations inside the Bell system run like 4.1 BSD, 4.2 BSD, 4.3 BSD and 4.4 BSD. Now let's say 4.1 BSD. It would have been called 5 BSD, but after exception from AT&T, the name was modified. The 4.1 BSD kernel was systematically tuned up by Bill Joy. 4.2 BSD. Before its release, three intermediate versions was 4.1a, 4.1b and 4.1c. The 4.2 BSD released in August 1983. It was the first version which released after 1982 departure of Bill Joy to the co-found Sun Microsystem. Now 4.3 BSD. In June 1986, the 4.3 BSD was released. The main changes were to upgrade the performance over 4.2 BSD and 4.1 BSD. After 4.3 BSD, it was resolved that BSD move away from the developing VAX platform. Now last is 4.4 BSD. In June 1994, 4.4 BSD was released. The open-minded nature of the BSD license has granted many other operating systems, both which are free and proprietary, to integrate BSD code. Example is Microsoft Windows has used BSD derived code in its implementation of TCP or IP. So I hope this video is helpful to you and you understand what is BSD and its type. Thank you for watching this video.